In this video, we are going to be looking at VTYX. So to get straight into it, what are going to be key resistance levels if we continue up? And one thing I want to note is we are very overbought on this stock. So really we don't have near enough any resistance levels to the upside. We can see we're already overbought. We've gone past the fourth deviation on both the 6 month and the 1 year chart. So we're seeing this very overbought. What we can though do is go over to this chart over here, which is a max time or a since IPO chart on a monthly time frame, and this is really the only way we can get resistance levels, which would give us levels at $41.50 and $48.50. So really those are the only key resistance levels we have going higher, apart for the obvious key psychological levels, so the $40, the $45, the $50 and so on are going to be key levels. But really this stock is very overbought from where we are now, and we would be more bearish on it, expecting it to start falling in price. And what are going to be the support levels once we start falling? And as of right now, we have closest support levels at $34.50 and $31. Now do note this 34 we would expect to kind of break below it quite quickly, but we may see a bit of a bounce around this $31 level, because it is both our third deviation on the 6 month chart and our fourth deviation on the 1 year chart. So coming into these levels, we would expect some sort of a bounce, but overall we would expect a continuation down, and this would take us to our next support level around $27.50 to around $27. And again, we would expect to actually break below here to at least a minimum of around $23 to around $23.75. And really this is where we see the stock falling to probably relatively quickly. Within the next maybe week to month, we would expect it to see it back down to around this $23 level. Now, if we continue down lower than that, then we would be having further levels at $20 and $19. And then quite far off from there, we would be looking at $15, $12.50, $11.25, and then final levels at $8.75, $7.50, $5, and $3.60. Obviously, some of these levels are very far off from where we are now. So really the key focus is something I definitely wouldn't be holding long, or if I was on, I would definitely be looking in profits, because where we are right now, we don't expect to stay at this high for very long. We would be more short bias on it. We expect it to fall below this 34 very quickly, but really from the $31 level, once we get below this, it probably will turn into a slower fade downwards. But really overall, we would expect a push back down to at least $23. And in time as well, that $23 would also be the gap fill, which we would again expect to be filled relatively quickly. And in time, we would expect a push all the way down to around $18.75 as well, because that would fill the other previous gap created. Anyway, that is the breakdown on VTYX. If you did enjoy the video, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out this analysis on NRBO.